Hey boyos, welcome back to World of Tanks with the Captain, and today I'm rolling out in my T-54 and I'm heading off down to the south, down there to south, where the Texans all grow. You can see T-54 has no problem doing 56 even on soft terrain. I'm going to pull up, see what I can shoot at. I'm still doing the T-54 30-day challenge of not shooting heat rounds. So I put one into that AMX-50B, and he puts one right through the front of my turret. So it's time to back up. I was not very impressed with that. Look at that hole. Look at it. Ah, if only he would hit my gun mallet. But it did go right through the very front of my turret, so that kind of sucks. So you can see him moving up, and our T-54 takes just about the worst spot possible. You don't want to go there. You want to maybe hide behind this rock and then side scrape out. But yeah, he's just not putting himself in a position where he can win. So I'm going to pull back here, and the screen is like bouncing around weirdly. And that was a terrible shot. I couldn't get my gun down any farther. The T-54 does have gun depression issues. And again, shot the lower plate, but the angle is way too harsh. Should have shot at his turret. I'm still getting used to shooting at tier 10 tanks because I usually don't fight them that often. I only have had my tier 9s for a little bit of time since I really did concentrate on team battle tanks and things like that. So I put one on the side of the E5. Looks like he's tracked there. Finish off the E5, but now I'm debilitated. Things are looking bad in T-54 town. See, I'm not even getting shot in my weak spots. I'm getting shot right through my thickest armor. I did manage to bounce once off my upper armor there a little bit. But I take another shot there. Now things are looking really bleak. I can't really help my platoon mate before he dies. And I can't even drive properly in this game. I'm going to turn around. Look at that. I can reverse. Get my turret facing the wrong way. But then watch this. Yeah. I can't even drive in the right direction. So I feel sorry for leaving the SU-122-54, but we needed to get the hell out of there since our entire heavy platoon decided that they needed 3 heavy tanks to hold the bridge when they probably could have done it with like 1 and a bit. And then, yeah, this ARD platoon, they just decided to, I don't know what the plan was there. So I'm getting shot at. NM-103 almost clipped me and took me out. But I managed to get her on the rocks and not die. So that was nice. And it's skirmish time, and I missed a shot in the 1390. If I would have hit all my shots in this game, I probably could have done over 5,000 damage, but I rushed shots sometimes, and I ended up having gun depression problems, which this tank always has. So I'm just going to wait for these guys to come around. And put one in the 1390. It looks like I tracked him. I'll pull back, wait for someone to drive through here. Probably the 50B. Yeah, we'll shoot him. I just wanted to shoot and do as much damage to whoever I could at this point. So got to keep my armor to the front on this 1390, and he's going to have trouble penning me. I don't think he's loaded prem rounds. He bounces again. Put another one into him. Bounce that one. Bounce that one. Ram him. Bounce that one. Shoot and seemingly miss. And he's pretty much out of ammo now. So put one into him. This is where the game got exciting. This was the funnest part of this match. Shoot the M103 in the lower plate. Wait. And M103 has really good side armor, evidently. Or I shot him in the tracks. And then we got a bat chat. So I'm going to shoot him And this is where I fail out. I tried to get my gun down and couldn't get it down fast enough. It was a quick game. At least it didn't last very long. But this is what the T-54 I find is best at. It's good at these really, really hardcore skirmishy type things. I missed a lot of shots this game, and I didn't really play that great, but it was good enough to do almost 4,000 damage. And I probably could have penned a couple more shots if I would have been shooting heat rounds like a turd, but I don't like to do that. I like to try and play this tank as intelligently as I can with not just spammy heat rounds, but it's hard sometimes because they give it 200 for a reason, because they balance the game that way to make money, not for game balance, which is unfortunate. But we'll jump into the next one and see if I can win that one. All right, we're back in the T-54 again, and we're on Northwest. Not one of my favorite maps. I don't particularly love this map. And I do prefer to go north for the most part. I find the south just, I don't know, or like the multi-tieredness of there. It's all frontal-on engagements. It's a little bit hard to flank people most of the time. Up here, I find it's a little bit better. It kind of depends. But this was a weird match for me because I kind of got stuck here. And I looked back and I was like, okay, we got like nobody coming this way. No one is going to help me. I really only had a T-29 and this Super Pershing who was slowly crawling his way up the hill. So I didn't feel very compelled to go and hold this flank entirely by myself, because you get wolf-packed by like T-59 and E-50 and shot at by a couple tank destroyers, you die pretty quick. So still looking around, and the Super Pershing has decided that he is just going to camp. He's going to camp, and he's going to be a sniper with his 165-70 pen. Unfortunate for me. So I see the T-29. He's going for it. He's going to drive up there. And if I look back far enough, I can see that we've got a T-95. I don't know, seemingly camping base. That one bounced, of course, because I only have 200 pen. Shooting at the angled side of the E-50, most of those shots are going to be iffy going in. So I was looking for that T-59. I couldn't see him. Okay, there he is. So I bounced one from him. He bounces one from me. But I'm going to reload before he does. I'm going to pull out. That one managed to go right through his upper plate, which was kind of lucky, I guess. Most of the time that stuff doesn't happen. T-59 has really pretty decent armor. Okay, I'm just trying to look around and see what I have shots at. Our T-29 is not really faring too well. I wish he would just side scrape and not do what he's doing. And this is where I do pay to win here. I have 5 tanks to my front, and I have to switch to heat rounds to be able to ensure that I can stay alive and not fail out really hard here. Probably shouldn't have concentrated that much on the stupid Comet, but now it's time to put some shots into this E-50. So poke out, bounce a shot, put one under his lower plate. We'll just rinse and repeat this a few times. Alright, this guy's going for the T-29, so I've got to push around or I'm going to get flanked. The Super Pershing did manage to make his way up there, which was nice. So I put one into him, and now I'm going to drop back a little bit, see if I can get behind this T-29. He rams into me, kills himself. Take him out. Ugh, took one on the side from the J-Panther. And I'm really beat to hell now. Really could have used that T-95 and the Super Pershing a little bit earlier.
We fixed the turret, but it's still not turning very fast.
So that last shot busted the turret. And now I'm just trying to see if I can get eyes on that J-Panther too, because he's back there somewhere. Can't see him, but I'm not going to be the one who's going forward and taking a shot from him. Super Pershing probably could. But we've got a Waffen Traeger kind Panzer IV, who's camped his way to full health, so see if we can get another shot into the Comet. I don't know where that shot went. And then he disappears. And I was actually quite lucky I didn't get hit by artillery. And again, I don't know where that fully aimed shot went. It just...
We didn't even scratch them.
And that one hit him out of the 3.
We didn't even scratch them.
200 pen, not enough to go through the front of the Comet's armor. On the turret, anyway. I probably could have aimed up or down a little bit to try and hit him in the hatch, but things weren't really jiving too much then in that engagement. And the only tank left, it looked like, was a Tiger II, so this ended up being a win, but it was kind of a fun skirmishy type engagement up close against the E-50 and the Type 59 and a bunch of their tank destroyers, and the Comet shooting in at us as well. But it looks like the only tank left on the team for them is the Tiger II, and he is probably AFK. So we ended up winning this one. I only did about 2,600 damage, but that little skirmish fight was pretty fun. And I did scum it up a bit with my heat rounds, but I didn't. Our T-29 ended up doing about 1 shot. I think he did about 300 or 400 damage for that whole engagement. So he was really just an HP soak. He didn't really do anything other than stop them from completely just rushing me. So his presence there helped keep me alive. So I'll take that for what it was, but it was a pretty fun fight. Alright, last one. This one is on Himmelsdorf. Probably not the best place for the T-54, but there are some places where you can get hull down and use your armor to good effect. So I'm going to push up a little bit, but then this guy was going to get in the corner and he was going to play the stupid proxy scout game. So I thought maybe I could get around and put one into him, but the T-54 is so low profile that I can't actually shoot over this ridge to hit him. So instead, I changed my target to the Centurion. So I'll shoot him instead. And again, getting kind of lucky on the Centurion shots. Usually stuff doesn't really go in on them in the turret, but got kind of lucky there. So we've got a tier 10 121 who's seemingly beating on our 1390. So I'm going to try and help him if I can. And that guy appeared way too late for me to shoot him. I missed the shot. Not good. So I'm going to try and side scrape out of this fella, but I didn't hit him in the lower plate, so that shot didn't go in. So I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting here. Hopefully this guy will try and come out, try and bait him a little bit. Managed to get one really decent shot into him there. And he's going to try and come for me, so I'm going to wait, side scrape in. And I missed that shot. Thought I could maybe snap him as he went by, but it didn't go in. Hit the lip. It didn't go in. Fortunately for him, he showed a little bit too much of his butt, and I took advantage of it. So I tried to track him there, but it didn't work. Don't even know if I did any track damage to him. And that is an E100. I know what he's fully capable of doing to me, so I don't really want to take a shot if I don't need to. But I want to keep him lit up for my team, but IS-8 shows up, and he decides he's going to take the hit. So I back up. And lower plate didn't pen, unfortunately for me. So IS-8 pulls out again, and I should track him and spot again. Just wanted to get off the radar there a bit, and looks like the E4 is going to move up. Didn't want to block shots from the IS-8 if he wanted to poke out there, because he was taking shots and making this guy shoot. And right there was an engine fire frontally from the T-54 with a shot with an AP round. I guess you actually can pen the lower plate of an E100 with 200 pen if he doesn't angle at all slightly. From what I read on FTR today, that kind of issue will hopefully be getting fixed on any German tank that has a frontally mounted transmission. I don't know if that was a transmission hit. Someone could probably fill me in, or will fill me in on that in the comments section. But that sort of thing shouldn't happen. After 9.3, I read that they're making it so transmission fires from tanks from only 8 to 10 don't have transmission fires, but all the Panthers and the Tiger 1s, they're okay to still have their transmission fires. So I don't know why they decided that the Tier 7s get to have transmission fires still, but that's a wargaming choice. That's something that they do because they're really smart. So waiting for the T-57 to come around, but he doesn't. Oh, but then he does. So I pop him, take him out, and really the only tanks left are the artillery, and I'm on full health, so I could probably take a hit. Might as well go in on him. The rest of the team looks like they're just going to murderize that M103. So I'm looking around. Okay, they're not that way. Probably right straight to my front. So I put one in T-92. He misses completely, but still does a whole crap load of damage to me. And it's the favorite part of my day. And then, yeah, this guy's an auto-loading one, so he does a little bit more damage to me. But killing 2 artillery, nothing better than that, because, yeah. Killing the shitbirds is the best thing about playing World of Tanks. But yeah, back to the engine fire thing. It's really amazing to see that change actually happen, because they seem to be so steadfastly, you know, opposed to changing it. But now they're changing it, but not for all the tanks that have frontally mounted transmissions. So I don't fully understand that part of their decision. Hopefully they kind of pulled their head halfway out of their ass, and now they just got to pull it the rest of the way out, and then everyone can be happy with that solution. So the Tiger 2, E75 doesn't have a frontally mounted transmission, but the E50 will be a lot happier, and that's just not for the German tanks. I assume that you would probably have the same sort of issues with perhaps the Object 416 and the A44, but their engines are also in the front, so I don't know if it's hitting the transmission first and then the engine or whatever, but interesting change of pace for that to be like that. But yeah, T-54 is still as strong as it was. And one thing I will be experimenting with is I am going to try using the alternative gun on this tank, the one that has 220 pen and the same damage, almost the same reload. It's just aim time is slightly worse, but I find I don't really snipe with this tank, and I could probably use the extra 20 pen, and I'm going to give it a shot, and I'll probably do some games in that and then see how it goes. But thanks for watching. See you next time.